Simple hack to lower your mortgage payment
Yeah.
without refinancing. Could you break down the strategic fundamentals?
For your mortgage payment?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is a kind of a cool thing, but it does take money to do it.
Uh-huh.
So like you can do something if you have a conventional mortgage. So you can only have a conventional mortgage to do this. You can't have like a VA loan or FHA loan, I will say. But you can take, if you, let's say you've saved up, let's say you get an inheritance or you get a big chunk of money, whatever. You sold, you did this, you did that. Now, hey, I got 30 grand I can throw on my house.
Word.
Well, if you got a house, if you got a loan, right? And you throw a chunk of money, $30,000 on a house, that payment doesn't change, right? Just think about like a car or a house. Like when you throw that chunk of money, your payment stays the same every month. It's not like a credit card. The payment is already predetermined. It is. So if I throw that 30 grand on a house, my payment's still going to stay the same. I will pay that house off sooner because 30,000 less on that loan that I owe. But if you do something called a recast.
So we'll get into that. Let's get to business.
So it's called a recast. And you throw the 30 grand down. And then you call the mortgage servicer, these are the people collecting your payment, and say, hey, I want to do a recast. I got 30 grand to throw down. They're probably going to charge you like $100 or something like that to do it, a couple $100 maybe at the most.
Not bad.
And what they'll do is they will recalculate your payment, based on that 30,000 less. So it'd be almost like if you refinance a lower balance or a lower loan amount. Well, now you're going to have a lower payment, right? Because you recalculate.
Refinance.
You're recalculating. But this is actually called a recast. So that's like you slap a big chunk of pay, you slap that big, principal payment down,
20,
and then you tell them, hey, I want to do a recast, and then they will recalculate your payment based on the new amount after the 30 grand. So, it's just a little thing. Like people are like, well, where am I getting 30 grand? I don't know, man. Like, but people come up with some of these weird, like this, hey, my family, I got an inheritance, or somebody sold a house, and like, like
that's interesting.
Grandma sold a house and gave me 30 grand.
If you're able, I mean, you can take advantage of that situation.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's an opportunity.
Yeah, and I get these calls all the time. Like people are like, "Hey, man, I want to." So think about this, man. Like I would make if you called and wanted to refinance, I'd make money if you refinance with me, right? People will call me and say, hey, Ryan, I want to refinance because I got this chunk of money I want to put down. I want to lower my payment. I know I got to refinance to do that.
Right.
I will tell them, hey, man, you don't need to refinance, bro. You just need to call the mortgage servicer. You pay them a couple $100 and do the recast, and your payment will be lower based on that new balance that you were looking for.
Recast.
And they're like, wow. And they're like kind of shocked. They're like, well, why would you don't want to do my refinance? I'm like, no, man, I'm trying. Like, I would have made money if I would have had him refinance. And there are other lenders who would have just did the refinance for him. But instead, I'm trying to help people out, dude. I'm not like I believe like this is going to be kind of woo-woo, but the whole universe thing, man, I'm going to try to take care of people and the universe is going to take care of me.
No doubt. That's how we recycle this thing. Yeah.
So it's
good
like,
energy.
So exactly, man. So like I'm trying to give people good advice. And in that situation, I'm not going to tell somebody to refinance, even though I would have made money. I don't make any money when they recast.
Right.
I just want to give somebody the right thing to do.
And you're just not that type of guy.
Absolutely.
You believe, I
couldn't sleep at night, dude. I don't know how some of these people in my industry do stuff.
Right. Planting negative seeds rather than positive.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Nah, man, you're doing your thing, man. So organization's been a big thing from you throughout your journey. But what satisfies you the most about providing a great service for others?
Man, I think that like just the fact, I kind of mentioned this before, when people like, this is after the process though.
Yeah.
I'll talk to somebody, they're like, man, like, I can't believe how easy you made that for me. You know what I mean? Like, we get reviews, Google reviews. My company's United Residential Mortgage, so you have to go look at that. But we get all kinds of good reviews. And some of these reviews, man, I mean, dude, they like kind of make me start to choke up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, man. I like start reading them. I'm like, dude, this is fire. You know
that's
what I mean?
cool,
like,
man.
It makes me feel really good. I'm like,
and they refer you.
Our stuff, yes, that's huge too.
Refer Ryan Wheeler.
Yes, that is the huge. But I call people after we close. And some people will share that stuff. Some people don't, some people don't open up, but the people that share it with me, like it will literally make my day, man. You know what I mean? Like, cause my business is full of like just negativity, and just bad things happening. Like somebody, this happened, that happened. Like, it's just part of the problem. Like there's just things always happen. I say negativity, but it's just like, there are always, let me put it this way. It's
ups
not
and downs.
There's fires. You're always putting out fires. You know what I mean? Like things are always happening. You know, somebody's got an appraisal and it came back bad. They got a home inspection and it came back, just weird stuff with the house.
Dynamics, elements.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's like, when you see these things, you realize like, going through all of these stresses and all these things, and to try to help make this process smooth for these people, because they don't know what we're going through in the back end. We're stressing to get we're orchestrating all these parties to make the thing happen. And then to know like they were grateful for that, and they were like, dude, man, I can't tell you how much I appreciate
Absolutely.
you.
You're changing their life, man.
Yes, dude. Yeah. And that alone, or just, I've had
lightening the load.
Yeah. Yeah. There's been older, like I say older, but like not like, I'm in my 40s, but like 40-year-old, 50-year-old people like, man, I've never bought a house. I didn't think I could.
Yeah.
And then they'll tell me like, dude, I didn't think it was possible. Like, thank you for making this possible, man. Like,
and that's why this information is just so useful. And the way you break it down, they may not have known the possibility.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
Right.
Absolutely not. No, I mean, my guy, dude, like I had a guy, hopefully, I'm not going to call him out or anything, but he's my tattoo artist. So like, he might, if you watch this, he's my tattoo art, and he's really good, by the way. So if you need one of those,
I might not. No doubt, yeah.
But he didn't think it was possible. He's in his 40s, and he was just like, man, I didn't think it's possible. I'm self-employed. My wife is like, what she did is kind of self-employed too. And it's like they didn't think it was possible, and it's helping. And like they were so grateful in the gratitude that they showed. And like I told them the steps, and they did all the things, man. It did take us some time to get them there, but it did. They got there. They did the right things. We came up with a plan, a strategy. They made it happen. And they just showed the gratitude. They were like, man, I can't thank you enough. Like, this, seriously, like, this is like life.
And now they're homeowners.
Yeah, man. Like, and I'm like, dude, like, that is the stuff that keeps me going. And I'll share it with like my team. Like,
that's that good stuff.
And they're like, dude, this is awesome. Like this, it makes you realize like, oh, this is why we're doing this.
Absolutely.
Man. You know what I mean?
It makes you feel great to get up every morning and help people like that.
Absolutely.
Adds a sentimental value.
It does, man. I know I talk about all the financial aspects of homeownership, but really at the end of the day, dude, it's just a place for you to plant roots for your family.
It is.
If you got a dog, I get like if you're a single male and you don't know, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be here or I'm gonna be in New York next year. Maybe you don't want to buy a house. Maybe you're not ready for that. Maybe you're jumping around. You don't really even know where you're at in life. You don't have a wife. You don't have kids. You don't have a partner.
But you're absolutely right. It builds a foundation. It does, and once you're settled in, you realize, okay, I'm working for something that's going to last me.
Yes.
Regardless, even if the house deteriorates somewhat, you can take that value and make other moves, right? And you have all that information to guide people.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. And it's just like, think about it, man. If you own a house in your community, and let's say you might now feel more connected to your community, right? Like might be like, hey, my community's having some sort of a thing or event, or they're trying to improve the community, or maybe, hey, let's do this would this help the community? Would this be a good community type event? You might feel a little more connected to that, and be like, well, we live here.
I agree.
This is my neighborhood. Like,
I agree.
I notice that a lot more because my house is downtown E-Town.
So the appreciation and neighbors and even how you treat the land and the property.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
you notice that. Yeah. Yeah. And so it's like those elements of home ownership, like those are some of the intangibles that it's harder to sum up in like in content, because it's not financial related, but those are like real things. And I think that people, like women get it. Women have always got it. Like when it comes to buying a house, like, cause I do a lot of home loans for single moms.
Because they're more emotional behind it.
They get it. Like they understand. They know they need roots. Guys don't get it as much until they have a spouse or a partner or a kid. If they're just a single guy, they don't care about no.
Most women are nurturers.
They are.
And they do a lot within the house. Too.
Yes,
so
exactly.
They're orchestrating.
So that's why I say women already get it. Yeah. And they get that aspect of it. And the thing that some women, I know they do realize eventually, don't realize is the financial aspect. They're doing it for the more emotional and the roots aspect. But then 10 years later, when their finances look way better than the guy that's the same age, theirs is because that house they bought 10 years ago, now they're selling it and making $100,000 on it and going to buy another house and upgrading. You know what I'm saying? Where the guy who was moving around, floating around, now he's the same age as her. He's got no house. He's got no, and these are friends of mine that I'm talking about too. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know, but I get it. I try to put myself in that position. If I hadn't got married when I didn't have kids, like, I might have just been floating around a little
But
bit.
happy wife, happy life.
Right.
I'm sure she's seen that house y'all just moved in.
Oh, it was on her.
Look at this dad, Ryan.
We were renting before. We were renting an apartment. I was okay with that. Like, I didn't even really care at first. And then she's like, well, we need to get a house and stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess we do.
But the understanding of value grew.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
No doubt. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So one's got to go. Amazon shopping or tacos?
Ooh. Man,
I know it's petty.
That is a really, really hard one, especially with Poppy's tacos.
Here. Yeah, it's super petty. What you say, Poppy's?
Yeah.
I need to try that out. What's it in?
You ain't been to Poppy's?
Yeah. No doubt.
You gotta go to Poppy's, No, it's been around for some years. It was downtown for years, and then they relocated. I don't go as much now that it's not downtown. My office is right off the downtown. My house is right off downtown E-Town. Right
my diet's changed a little bit.
Too,
Poppy's, though. No doubt.
Yeah, Poppy's is good. You got to hit Poppy's up.
But yeah.
It would probably... I'm super lazy when it comes to shopping now, like super lazy. But I do recycle on my cardboard, so that's my guilt-free thing.
No doubt, man.
I make my teenage son, break it down and do it once a week. But I probably have to let tacos go, man.
No doubt, word.
Because I'm an Amazon freak, and I hate it.
Man, I love Amazon
because I'm like, I just give them all my money.
It's just so convenient.
I know it is, man. They got me hooked.
The free shipping. Don't have to get up and get out.
No, I will get. I'm talking about everything. I don't even know the last time. I was joking with my wife yesterday. I don't know the last time I even went to like Target or Walmart.
Oh, I hate it.
I don't even
Me and Raleigh World don't get along at all.
I don't even know the last time I went because of Amazon.
Man, the last time I went, I was just walking up and down the aisle. I had to go through the same aisle 7 times. You know what I mean? It was just like, I'm lost here. Like, I'm never doing it again.
You could click. Dude, and now Amazon's got what? Like, I clicked something this morning and it showed up. It's showing up at my house today at like 5.
That's another thing. I
was like, what the hell?
Like today.
It was like coffee. I was like, damn, I'm out of coffee this morning. I click it and it was like, it'll be here today at 5 o'clock.
Word.
Like, what? Is a drone going to show up?
The last thing I ordered, that's crazy you say that because mine said overnight.
Yeah,
between 3 and 5 a.m. I was like, who's going to drop this off, bro?
And they do. And you wake up and it's magically on your board. You're like, what the hell?
You might have the picture, man, that even pop up.
And I'm like, I'm never going to a store ever again.
So convenient. It's super. The only thing that sucks is when you order the wrong thing and you got to take it back. But even that's convenient because you can take it.
You just drop it off at Staples. Yeah, I know. You don't even need a box. It's like, here you go. Stuff.
They refund you quick. It's like, wow.
And I know there's anti-Amazon people out there. They're like, oh my God, I hate Amazon. Like,
funny question.
And I don't think they hate Amazon because I don't think nobody can dispute their business is executed perfectly, right? But I think it's for the ideological aspect of it. And I kind of get that, like, it's a lot. It seems like a lot of waste with the cardboard and the gas and the delivery. But it's like, man.
Once I realized how amazing it was, like, whoa, this is hard to get rid of.
Because I am kind of a little bit, I'm not like an environmental hippie or anything, but I am very environmentally friendly. Mm-hmm. Like, so I feel a little guilt sometimes with some of that, but that's why I'm like, all right, I'll recycle all my boxes. Any box I get from Amazon, it goes into a pile, gets flat, and it gets taken to the recycle place. So I try to offset my guilt a little bit.
There you go.
That, you know what I mean?
I like the idea of recycling too. I used to do that when I was a kid with the cans and all that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a good idea. I mean, because you think about it, dude, like, you get me on a rant.
There you go.
Oh my God, here he goes with the environmental stuff. But it's just like all the waste that we do, all this trash. We just put it in a thing and somebody takes it. I'm like, that's going somewhere.
I see all the food restaurants throw out.
Oh my God, dude.
There's a bunch going on out there. It's transpiring.
No, it's kind of sad actually.
So chicken wings.
Oh yeah.
Drums or flats?
I like a mix of both. I'm gonna be honest, man, because I used to just get drums, and then I kind of missed the flats for some reason. I would just get all drums, please, and then I was like, actually, I kind of want flats. I need a mix of them.
A nice mix. I like that.
I'm weird, man. Like I gotta have like variety of stuff.
You go Buffalo Wild Wings, you get 5.
Yeah,
flats, 5 drums.
Yes,
word. I like that.
I do like dry rub though. I'm a dry rub.
There you go. Intriguing.
I'm like that with barbecue though too. Like if you can't execute on some ribs, I just had to talk with somebody about this. If you can't execute on ribs without the barbecue sauce, you ain't doing it right.
You got to be smack-a-lacking without it, right?
And I'm not saying you can't add the barbecue to add something.
Right, later.
If you can't do it without that, then no.
Yeah, you got to taste that thing.
Yeah.
You got to taste it fresh off the Blackstone, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
You got to add the seasoning on there and get it proper, but
you got to get it right first.
You can't let the sauce talk for the wing.
Exactly, man. Because that's what people do. They'll make bad ribs or wings, and
then the sauce is phenomenal.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, these are great. Like, but were they really? You know, what I mean? Like,
you got me pondering on.
Yeah.
Let me see your wings before the sauce smack those things. I see. Yeah, there you go. So, late or early flights?
Oh man, late for sure. Yeah, early. Nice. I'm slow in the morning.
Yeah.
I get up fairly early, but I just don't want to.
Right.
Like, I get up early because I am slow in the morning. Like I like I'll work out and do all that stuff.
You need time.
Yeah, I need time. So if we got early flights, it's not good, especially my family. Like where if we got to do early, because normally if I'm flying out, usually I'm taking my family with me.
Well, give me that gorilla mind.
Exactly.
On this gorilla grind.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you have a favorite? I know derbies coming up, things of that nature. Yeah. Do you have a favorite event to attend?
Not really, man.
Okay.
No, I'm. This might sound unusual.
No,
I'm not a big event person.
That's
I do go, and I know because I know I need to sometimes. But I'm kind of a homebody, man.
Me too.
Like I really am. Yeah, I really am a homebody. My wife kind of is too. So like,
especially the older we get.
Yes, man. Yeah. As older I get, I'm like I become way like I'll go. We went to an event recently for Warm Blessings, the homeless shelter in E-Town. It was like a charity event.
Right. Nice
and
event.
It was cool. I saw people, and it was like a good event, and they executed perfectly. Right. But there were moments when I was there, and it had nothing to do with the event. Or the event. But there were moments I was like, damn, I just want to be home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm ready.
So I was like, damn, man, like, but so
you would rather be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even watching a ball game, sometimes I'm like, I go to Rep Arena sometimes, and then I'm at home. I'm like,
see, I'm a Cardinals fan, so I can't even bring.
Who's gonna get into that? Oh, right.
But I'm the same way. Like
Cardinals.
I'd rather watch my Louisville game. I told my son this. I do take him because he's 16. He likes the game. He likes the energy.
There you go.
But that's the only reason I would go is to take him. Like, although I don't get the energy from it anymore. I wanted to watch it from my house.
I do like seeing the kids at the games. Yes. They love it.
Yes. It's the energy. When I was young, I liked the energy of it. But as I get older, I don't want crowds.
You go more football games or basketball?
Basketball, for sure.
Pat Kelsey? Yeah. How you feel about old Project Pat?
The best, yeah. He's
good energy.
Good ad, man. Yeah, good ad. But I've not disliked any coach they had.
I know what you mean by that.
Yeah, I really haven't, man. Yeah. I know, like
you miss Ricky P.
He may, of course, man. Yeah, I mean, he's fire. Look at what he does now, still to this day.
Yeah, got the ship in 13.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, was that 2013?
Yeah, they still trying to throw some shade on that, but whatever.
The Cardinals. Hey, that's where we at, man. Blue guys country, man.
I know.
So, what's something people often complain about but actually enjoy?
Just in general?
Yeah, anything. However you want to answer it.
Complain about but actually enjoy. It might be events. Some people are like, oh, I don't want to go to this thing.
But they're there at the concert.
Get there, and then like have the best time of their life.
Mine would be.
You know what? That's probably
that's
it, man.
That's pretty good one.
I think so because I've done that myself.
Yeah, depending on the event.
Yeah, I've done that myself. I have also done
once you get out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've done that myself. Like, I don't want to go to this thing, and then I go to the thing, and then I meet some new cool people, and I get energized by it, and then I'm like, damn, I'm glad I went to that.
Yeah, you're right.
Skip that.
I've been there before.
So like that actually is probably it. Like I probably complain about that.
I think meeting people is a big one too.
Yeah.
You may not have ever met certain individuals if you didn't step out.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
But now you got me thinking about. I think mine is being complimented. I think people enjoy compliments, but they're like, nah.
Yeah, I know. It makes them feel weird. Yeah. I know. It does. I think there is something to that about the compliment thing. I've never been a great compliment taker for some reason.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. You're like, oh, thanks, man. But then I think there's just like this anti-narcissist. That's what was hard about doing social media for me, content, stepping in front of a camera.
Because you didn't really want to take in all that.
Yeah, like I didn't, man. That is totally not me. And even my friends were like, dude, I can't believe you're doing that. And I'm like, I know, me either, bro. Like, but I'm like, I got to get the information
but you
out.
Stepped
this
out
is
of
the easiest way to do it. I got to get out of my comfort zone.
Right. You stepped out.
And so I had to do that. But it's like, there's this, I think most of us have this anti-narcissist, most of us aren't like our. I'm not going to get too political, but like our president who wants who's an attention whore. You know what I mean?
I know what you're getting.
Most of them are anti. Most of us have this anti-narcissist in us. Like, we don't want all the attention. We don't want, you know what I mean?
Most of us don't need the spotlight. Yes, all of us don't need that.
Yes, we don't, man. And it's just like, so like that kind of makes you cringe at first, thinking that it's all on you. Right. And then, but you're just like, okay, well, like if I've got something, so you just have to reframe, especially social media stuff. You're like, I got to reframe this to like, I'm letting people down if I don't give them this information.
Right. Sometimes you have to wear the best of your abilities. So people can digest
absolutely
what you bring to the table.
For sure.
Nice. That's very well said. Darts or pool?
Pool. For sure.
Nice. You're nice with it, huh?
Pool. Nice might be a stretch, but yeah.
I'm okay.
I used to be all right. Yeah. My dad bought a house. Like I told you, he didn't buy one until late in life. I was like a senior in high school. It was the first home we ever owned as a family. Mm-hmm. And he bought a pool table. And I just remember that year, like my friends and I were absolutely obsessed.
It was that,
Oh, yeah. It was every night.
Had a phase.
Yes. I was obsessed.
I had a, what was it? Texas Hold'em phase.
Yeah. Like I went through that in college.
Did you go through the Texas Hold'em thing?
Yes. I was like, who was that guy? There was a guy like Chris Moneymaker or something from like Tennessee. He had the name. That's why I remember. It's like, whose name is Moneymaker? And he's a poker player, you know?
It got popular. It started popping for a while.
Yeah, it's funny how I went through that phase. It was on ESPN and everything. I was
it was televised. I
was like, how's a card game on ESPN?
Poker players.
Yeah, I was like, this don't make sense, but I'm gonna pay attention.
That's funny though. Yeah, so you're pretty good at pool then, huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Favorite sports team, the Cardinals. That's whatever.
I am a Western. Don't get me wrong. I went to Western. I went to Louisville my freshman year, and I transferred to Western after my freshman year at Louisville.
Diddle Arena. Yeah.
And so I do still like Western, man. And it's not no knock on them. I've been a Cardinal fan my whole life. The only reason, honestly, I transferred from Louisville, I went to Louisville my freshman year, and then I transferred. Louisville, I had a little bit of a better, I guess if you want to call it, a college experience at Western. It was a smaller town, smaller community.
Festive place.
That too. Yeah. I met a lot of people. I felt like at Louisville, it was a lot of like, just people that were just like adult.
More city.
Yeah. And it was just, people were in and out. The people that were younger, that were my age, I felt like for the most part, like were like already in cliques from they went to Louisville schools together. Now they're just going to U of L. And then all the other people were just what they call like, suitcase college, where they just come for the day and then they leave.
I know what you mean.
They weren't trying to enjoy the college.
You got
experience.
the city of Louisville, and you have kind of more collegey Bowling Green.
And so like when you're in Bowling Green in a smaller community, you got like everybody's trying to make new friends, because they don't really know anybody.
It's more cohesive.
Yeah, exactly. And whereas in Louisville, everybody's already in their own world and not necessarily trying to make new friends per se. And I was trying to make new friends, meet new people, And so like when I went, I visited a couple times to go hang out with some friends I knew that were there. And I was like, oh no, this vibe, I like this vibe way more. So I transferred, and so I still, so since I graduated, I still support all their sports and all that stuff. But it's just like, I always grew up a Louisville fan, and like, it's just.
I'm gonna call you a Kentucky bluegrass representative.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you feel.
I grew up in a weird household though. My dad was both fans, and Kentucky, so we would watch both. Like we would watch Louisville.
What about your moms?
We went. Not really in the sports.
I was about to say, if she was Louisville and your dad was Kentucky, that'd be a lot of.
She's like, what is this sport?
Sport ball.
Yeah, exactly. No clue.
But your dad was both though.
Like, yeah, he was.
Okay, that does make it interesting.
Yeah, he was. He literally probably still to this day has hats with UK and U of L.
There you go.
He has a UK hat and a U of L hat, and people are like, you can't be both. And he's like, why can't I? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
He is a rare breed, but I respect it.
Yeah. Now, if they're playing each other, he's probably going to say UK. But like, so I kind of grew up that way where I would watch both. And so like, I appreciated both.
Yeah.
I didn't really start to dislike UK. I won't say dislike, it's probably a strong word, but like I didn't like get so like more just lopsided until like probably UK fans were like just kind of more spitting some venom about Louisville. And then I was like, all right, fine. Then I guess I got to pick a side,
Right.
I still try not to. I secretly may watch or watch a UK game.
You might watch sneak one in. There you go.
But if they're playing each other, there's zero question.
Cards.
Yeah, all day. All day.
Throwing your L's up or down.
Right.
L's up, L1, C4, no doubt, man. So let's get to business with this. Horseshoes or cornhole?
I probably
Either
cornhole, I guess, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't really do either a bunch anymore.
Hunting,
when
fishing?
I was younger, not really. I do like fishing.
Do you?
I don't do it a lot, but
Me either.
yeah, I'm not much of a hunter. I did a little bit when I was younger. I got bored.
Yeah, fishing's kind of relaxing.
Fishing can be relaxed, especially if it's a nice day. Fishing can be boring too, but if you're in the right atmosphere, you just got to take it in. It's kind of like I go play golf and stuff now. Yeah. It's almost the same concept to me as fishing. It's like gives me a reason to be outside doing something, enjoying nature,
activity
while I'm doing an activity. Yeah,
golf,
same concept. Yeah, a couple times
every once in a while.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: discipline or motivation? Which one you feel is more important?
Oh, discipline, man. Because motivation comes and goes. Discipline sticks. Like, I work out every single day, and I'd say more than 50% of those days I do not want to do it.
It's definitely discipline. If you work out every day.
Yeah, it's just discipline, man. Like if I only worked out when I was motivated, I would do it half the time I do it right now. And it's the same with like a job, your job or whatever business or whatever you're into. Like, because people are like, hey man, do your passion. Well, sometimes eventually that passion is going to turn into a job, right? Like you're doing this is probably a passion. Absolutely. But then you have your days, you're like, shit, I don't really want to do this.
You got to kick it in gear.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do it because it feels like a job now. But you know what? You got to be disciplined enough to keep putting the reps in, man, because that's how that eventually something will come from it, right?
Consistency.
It's a consistency factor, man, because again, motivation will come and go. You can only drink so many Gorilla Minds.
Gorilla Minds.
So the motivation is you're not going to be motivated every day, man. You'll go through your waves of it. So you have to be disciplined. And discipline what I tell you what discipline means is, to me, it means doing the thing when you don't want to do the thing.
Doing the thing when you don't want to do the thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's that simple.
Locking in during crucial times.
Yes, man.
When your head hurts.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
So what's your ideal of a perfect weekend?
Man, I'm a homebody, so probably just chilling.
Like
chilling, and maybe like I love, like, this sounds crazy, but I just like I'll take my dogs. I got 2 big dogs, 200-pound dogs. I'll take them for a walk. And people are like, why don't you take your dogs for a walk? Dang, you're like an old man now. I'm like,
oh no, that's gracious.
I'll put graceful. Like a good podcast in, some audio book.
I take a walk just about every day now.
I do. I love it, man. Yeah. And you just take in the scenery, like the green. It's just, we stare at screens and stuff like that so much.
Absolutely.
Like, people are like, think about it, dude. Like if you're in an office setting, if you're not in a blue collar, that's why sometimes I envy guys that are in blue collar jobs. They're like out working in the real world and doing stuff. They don't have to be on their screen all the time.
I kind of miss working outside. That was fun.
Like you have some of that, man. Like I kind of envy some of those guys sometimes. Some of them are like, man, I envy you. You just be at work at a computer. I'm like, here's the thing, dude. Think about it, man. Yeah. You might be on your phone, and then you're in front of a computer, and then you go home. Where you going to sit in front of a TV? Now you're in front of a TV.
Devices.
You sit in front of a screen all day.
Like a robot.
Yeah. So I'm like, if I got time, I want to go out for a walk. Yeah. If I can go, maybe if I can get away to play some golf, even if it's like 9 holes or something that gets me outside, right? To just walk. That's what I use. Like, is you can do a walk in an hour, man. Just get your dog, put some earbuds in, listen to good music. There you go. And so I can come up with some new songs. I like, you know what I mean?
No doubt. So just enjoy your activity.
Yeah, outside. Just slow, man. Like that's a slow weekend for me.
Fresh air.
Yeah.
There you go. Air. I need a jacuzzi. So I need hot tub.
I feel like those are only good during the winter.
They are.
You know what I'm saying?
But to your point, a lot of people don't buy or sell in the winter. I did my homework. So you might have a little time for that. But maybe, I don't know, your business is booming right now. So I have to ask you this. Yeah. iPhone or Android?
Oh, that's a no-brainer. iPhone, of course.
That's why I love you, man. I knew it. I didn't doubt you. I don't know if they did.
What am I, a monster?
Yeah. Come on. You're definitely not clueless. So, yeah, no green text for you.
Yeah, no. And one of my friends probably he's going to watch this and be like, he's got an Android.
Is he Android, man? Yeah. Oh, we got to give him hell, bro.
Still got some of them out there. They're still floating around.
I wonder what type of Androids they have like now. What types do you have?
I don't even know, man.
They have some different ones.
What's it, like Samsung?
A20s.
I guess if you're in China, it's like a Huawei.
Yeah, or Samsung. I'd probably have to rock with the Samsung.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to. I don't even know. I wouldn't even pay attention to that. Like, it wouldn't even matter. Like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
2026.
So let me put you in this scenario. So possible closing on a big mortgage situation,
Okay.
right? Okay. You plan to meet with the possible buyer, seller, whatever the situation is, for breakfast to discuss the inquiry. What is your wardrobe looking like as far as your attire, and what restaurant would you pick?
I probably, man, just dress like this. I probably just dress how I dress every day. I just have like a white tee with a little like a bomber jacket or something on, and you know what I mean, some decent shoes, some normal, you know, just kind of my normal everyday wear.
Yeah.
I might even wear a hat, man. Some people are like, man, you're in finance, you wear a hat. I'm like, yeah, dude.
Why
this
not?
is how I dress. Like,
no rules of this.
Like, what's wrong? Yeah, exactly. I set my own rules.
Yeah,
you know?
No doubt.
And so that's probably how I dress. And then you said, what restaurant would you say?
Yeah, what restaurant would you pick to have breakfast?
Breakfast in Hardin County, man. So if I had one complaint about Hardin County,
I'll say Central Kentucky. I'm not gonna keep it Hardin County.
Yeah, let's say I would, man, dude. Yeah, this is gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna go to Waffle House.
Word! Ain't nothing wrong with that. What?
Waffle House? Like, what? Waffle House?
Waffle House
in a men's truck stop bathroom.
Nah, Waffle House is smacking.
Yeah, dude, I love some Waffle House. My kids even know it. They joke with me.
Give me those hash browns, man.
Waffle House, man.
What?
I do. I love some Waffle House.
Give me the hash browns. Give me the waffles.
Yes.
Give me the orange juice.
Yes.
Give me the good prices.
Yeah.
What?
The waffle is fire. Yeah.
So, you going to Derby this year?
I probably won't,
not,
man. Yeah,
you watch it?
I'm kind of I'll probably watch it. Yeah.
You ever bet on the races?
I did. I used to. I don't really more. As I get older, I kind of start to get
fell out of it.
Yeah, kind of get away from it. I used to go. Yeah, I've been to Derby multiple times. I've been to Oaks. Been to a lot of those.
Keeneland, Downs After Dark.
Yeah, I've been to all that stuff, man. I kind of got burnt out of it a little bit. Yeah, and I'm not like I've become. As I get older, I become like way more anti-gambling too.
Yeah. There you go.
Like,
no
because
FanDuel.
I see how much
no FanDuel for Ryan.
About that because it's becoming a problem with young men.
It's wild.
With young men,
it's wild.
I saw some statistics. It was like men under 30, like it's like 80% have like a what's the other one?
I limit myself, Ryan. I give myself a small budget.
Yes, that's what you have to do.
I call that my play around
money. That's what it has to be.
And I keep it.
It has to be then because I talk to them. Like they'll talk about buying a house and stuff, and we're talking about their finances and something. I'm like, hey man, how much savings you got? They got no savings, but they got all this money in FanDuel and in crypto. And I'm like, bro, you got no money in savings and you got money in crypto and FanDuel? Like, dude, you just set this shit on fire or something, man? Like, what are we doing?
Make that make sense.
Well, and then I know all the crypto bros are going to shred me after I said that, right? But here's the thing, dude. I'm not saying crypto won't be a thing. It might, and it could be a decent investment that you put money in today and maybe in 30 years it's going to be worth a bunch. Yeah, maybe. But it's still a high-risk gamble, and there's a lot of scammers in that industry playing with it.
Absolutely.
And a lot of them have already been busted and prosecuted, and a lot of people lost millions of dollars already. And so what I'm saying is you don't put your life savings in that. You treat the crypto like you do your FanDuel account.
Right.
You take a little bit that you play around with, and that's just your play around money. And if that gets burned up, that's
it.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I can still pay the rent.
Right.
You know? Like,
you have to balance that budget, or just don't do it at all.
Yeah. And if you got no savings, what the hell are you doing?
That crypto's crazy though. I'm more of a stocks kind of guy, but I couldn't imagine.
Stocks are easier, man. Yeah. Like, here's what I tell people: like, if we know the game, we know all these elites tell you the game is rigged, right? Like the game is rigged, especially against you, middle class Americans, right? But how's it rigged? It's rigged with the stock market, right? Because think about it, that's all every president is worried about. Why? Because all the elites that put them in office, it's rigged through the stock market. Well, if all the elites have all their money in the stock market, don't you want to be in that too? There's like people like, Ryan, it's rigged. The stock market's rigged. I'm like, yeah, and you need to be part of that. You need to be part of that rig. Like, just follow the people that are doing what they
follow the money.
Yes, exactly. And put your money there. And we have 100 years of history on it now that you can track. Crypto, you don't have that, man.
What gamble are you willing to take? What is that? It's always an investment.
Yeah.
Right?
What gamble am I willing to take? I only, this is the biggest, nerdiest thing you're probably going to hear, man, is index funds.
Okay. Put me on game.
Yeah.
No.
So an index fund is basically, it's a fund that invests in, so like, let's say you have the S&P 500. Those are the 500 biggest stocks in the stock market.
Okay.
People say, I only invest in stocks. Well, do you buy individual stocks? That's way too risky for me. I do not buy one stock. I don't buy Tesla stock, Apple stock.
Because you're banking it all in on one thing.
I put it in an index fund. The index fund, what it does is it takes your money and it spreads it out amongst all the stocks.
Different
so as long as the whole stock market wins, which it always does, it's got a 10%.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about because I have a 401.
Yeah. So there's index funds there.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So it's taking your money and it's spreading it amount all these stocks.
Rather than one stock.
Yes, because now you have no fluctuation, right?
Right.
Like imagine if you could be in FanDuel and you had an index that bet all the teams all at once, and no matter what, you win.
There you
right?
go.
You see what I'm saying?
And it doesn't have to be 100. It can be 4 or 5, but you can spread it throughout the
so
market.
I do index funds. So you can do one that's the total stock market, which literally bets on all the stock market, the whole stock market. So as long as the stock market as a whole is up 8-10%, which it has been over the last 100 years, you know what I'm saying? Even with the 2008 market crisis, even if you put that in there, I think it's still like 8-10. It's between 8. The last before post COVID, it's been 10%. But even going back to 2008 great financial crisis, I think if you average that in, it's still like 8-9%.
Wow. Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can put my money in that, earn 9% and 10% for the last couple of years, and never lose. If you put your money in one stock, it's going to be constantly up and down.
And then you got IRAs.
I don't want to deal with it. That's gambling to me. If I put if I say, hey, this thing has earned 10% over the last 100 years, that's not gambling.
And that's why I don't like the parlays, Ryan.
Yeah.
Because I would rather. You would rather people
spread it. Yeah.
Spread it out.
Spreading it out. Yeah.
And then they got the Roths and the IRAs and
exactly.
Yeah.
So to me, that's not. So when people say I'm like, bro, I'm not. And the only reason I'd start doing that is years ago, a couple of decades ago, I heard a guy. You ever heard of Warren Buffett?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's known as the best investor ever.
Yeah.
He said the average man,
big dog,
the average American middle class person should only invest in index funds. You should never be buying individual. Funds. Yeah, you should never be buying individual stocks. You should buy S&P 500, which tracks the S&P, which is basically top stock market's 500 top stocks. That's all you need.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's all you need.
Because think about it.
Individual stocks. You're not going to get rich quick.
No.
It's a slow thing. It's slow and boring. That's why I said I'm going to nerd out here because it is slow and boring.
But people love that instant gratification.
I know they do. And this is why crypto and the FanDuel are so popular now because young men want that. They don't want the slow boring. The slow boring is how you get rich. Dude, think about this, man. If you put away $20 a day, just $20 a day, right? Over the next 40 years. And I know that sounds like a long time.
No,
let's
accumulation.
Say you're 20, right?
I have something.
Yeah. So let's say you're 20 years old. You put away $20 a day. You will have almost $4 million in an index fund.
Yeah.
If you put that money in an index fund,
you don't see it.
You're going to have $3 to $4 million in 40 years.
Index word.
Putting $20 a day, and you never have to change anything, pay attention to anything.
Then it automatically
put the money in there automatically. So, and people say, well, $20 is $600 a month. I'm like, yeah, it is $600 a month. You got to figure out how to get it.
Discipline.
Yeah, it is. It's discipline.
It's definitely discipline. Like you said,
you might not need that DoorDash today. You know what I mean?
Factual.
There you go. I'm not telling people, people I want to live my life. I get that too. But,
but you got to break it down.
There's a way I can make you, you can become a millionaire by putting $20 a day. Yeah. Or you can do this. You just got to look at things that way.
Decisions.
It is that simple.
And like you said, individual stocks, the professionals, they understand that the average American or the average citizen isn't able to invest in the big stocks.
Yeah. Or pay attention to it on a
invest
day.
in Walmart, what I mean?
Yeah.
Majority of people aren't going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And that would be
or pay attention to buy and sell at the right time.
Right. You got to watch it.
Yeah.
So
that's why it's dude, you set it and forget it with that kind of stuff. Nobody, it's the same with real estate, man. You don't look at it you're not looking at it every month. Okay, is my house worth more now? What's it matter if it was worth less this month? Right. If you bought it a year ago and you looked at it and it was worth less, if you weren't going to sell, what would it even matter to you? What would the impact on your life be? If you bought this house last year and it's now worth less this year than what you bought it for last year, and you're still living in it, your family lives in it, what's it matter to you if it is worth less? Nothing, because you didn't sell it. You know what I'm saying?
But you talked about earlier how grimy the economy can be economically,
finance,
and the perceptions that some of the media puts out is, oh my God, gas prices are unaffordable.
Yeah,
these things are unaffordable, so there's no way you can invest in anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think some of that is just a very heavy load.
Yeah, fear-mongering.
Fear-mongering on people right now.
Yeah, it's fear-mongering, man.
Yeah.
News channels, for whatever reason, though. Here's the thing. if you were a news channel and all of your money came from advertisers, right? And you found out that psychologically people watch fear mongering more than they do happy. And
it's like controversy. It's like beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're like, okay, hold on. The consumer wants the fear. They'll watch that more than they'll watch the happy stuff or the, you know what I mean? The stuff that's positive.
The story.
So we got to give the fear to them because we got to get the viewers to get the advertisers because the advertisers want the viewers.
The
and
news,
this is what creates a cycle. And so, of course, you're going to get all this fear mongering.
Absolutely. And I think it's a dopamine thing.
Yeah,
it's a psychological warfare type of thing
because we fear loss more than we how does the saying go? We fear loss more than we desire gain, basically, right? Yeah. Like your fear of losing something is stronger than like your desire to gain something, and so we're always looking for like things that are going to cause us a problem,
I agree.
Or take something from us or scare us.
Even when things are great, you're looking like
you're always like
something's getting ready to go.
Always, my mind even goes there. I have to stop myself sometimes. I'm like, dude, life's great. Why are you in this
negative Nancy?
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Like you just wake up and you're like, man, I'm in a bad mood. And you're like, oh my god, dude, my 2 feet hit the ground. I'm in America. Like I got food. I got. You know what I'm saying?
Great qualities.
I got a roof over my head. My family's not sick. My health. My main family.
You're still looking at that one possible negative.
Yes, I had a bad day yesterday, or a deal fell.
Why does people do it though?
I don't know, man. It's something about our psychology.
It's your mind.
It's the same thing with the fear. And so what you're saying is all this fear mongering with news feeds into it, and it freaks people out.
Feeds into everything now.
Yeah, man.
The way they treat other people as well. So artificial intelligence, how you feel about it?
I think it's a great thing, man. It's going to be a tool. That's why I tell people at the end of the day, it's another intellectual tool. That's what I see it as. I think it's just going to accelerate humanity. And I think, yes, there are going to be jobs lost in certain areas of life.
That's starting to happen.
Yeah. And it's white collar, which means office jobs.
Yeah.
You're going to lose a lot of office jobs. Even let's say you're like a worker that is doing, research for a company, and you're paid a low wage, fresh out of college, to be an analyst or research information. You probably aren't going to be needed.
White collar, yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to be needed anymore. They're going to have an AI for that to do the research for you. So your job's going to be gone. You know what I mean? And so like a lot of those kind of jobs, like office jobs, are going to go away. But if you're a blue collar, like if you do plumbing, electrical, like these kind of things, dude, like you're legit.
You're right.
Like, and those guys are going to be using AI. Like plumbers, electricians.
To make their jobs easier.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say it's going to be a new tool, man. And it's going to be a tool for us in the industry. Like, think about it. We'll be able to do content. So we'll be able to use AI, not to make cringy AI slop content, but like to help it, like maybe edit or do like just maybe help us come up, be more creative, or help us organize our thoughts.
I think it's the creative ones that have the most barks and complaints about it, because they see people using
AI
it,
slop.
creating this anything.
AI slop.
AI slop. I like that. I like that. That's the phase.
Yes. Videos, and then these like cartoonish looking things people are posting online, and I'm like, what is this?
That's starting to pop.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, let's get away from this. We're gonna make people really hate AI real fast. So it's like, but I think it's gonna be a tool, and I think it's gonna be a very good tool that we can leverage in a very positive way. Like, I mean, like think about it. If you're a creative person, you probably got a madman streak to you. So think about it. You could open your AI and you could just vomit all the words up into your, like while you're speaking to it, all these ideas that you have, and then say, hey, all of that, organize that into an organized outline form. Yep. And then it takes all of your ideas. So it's not creating ideas for you.
Right.
It's just organizing it for you.
It's putting in the whole
web. It's just organizing this, and then it says, here we go, I created this outline for you. And then it creates all of your thoughts and outline of how you want to do whatever you want to do. And now you're like, it took my craziness and made it into a nice, organized way. And I'm like, dude, that's an amazing tool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like you could
efficiency.
Yeah, you could use it and just to your advantage, whatever field that you're operating in.
100%.
That's all. It's really awesome. It's
I'm positive on it, man. I do think that there might be some societal impacts negative over the next 10 years, but people are going to have to adjust, man. It's like anything.
Limitations.
Yeah. I mean, just like anything, any major, industrial revolution, right?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, it's going to be kind of like that. So people are going to have to just find new places in the economic, universe.
Have to adjust, man. You're right. We and the thing about it is how quick it happens.
Yeah.
Because every day you wake up, you're like, oh, this is a new app, a new tool.
Yeah. And when you see what it can do, if you really use it, most people just use it as a glorified search engine right now. But if you use it for some other methods, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah. Because which one you like? You like ChatGPT or Google?
I like ChatGPT, but I like Claude too. Mm-hmm. Have you used Claude?
No, put me on game. Yeah.
Anthropic makes it. It's called Claude.
What? Send those two.
You need to get Claude.
Yeah. I'll try that out.
You can get like their Pro for $20 a month, kind of like ChatGPT. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's called Claude. It's really good.
I'll peep game.
It's the company that makes it is called Anthropic. Mm-hmm. But their stuff's on.
They help done some organization things.
The government's hiring them. If that tells you.
Word.
Yeah.
That sounds serious.
Yeah. So their stuff is really, really good.
That's probably a robot. Telling you what's going on behind there.
It will be. At some point, man, like it's headed that way. We just have to figure out as humans how to leverage it.
How do you balance? Yeah, how do we balance this?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. That's where people wait.
But we're here, man. We're in the Matrix.
I know, basically.
So do you have any upcoming events or shout outs?
No, man. No, I don't have any upcoming events. Yeah. That's funny you said that. I do want to start doing some sort of events though. Just to bring people together, just like maybe have like, an event maybe a couple times a year just to kind of bring people together. And even if I do like maybe some home buyer seminars,
that'd be cool.
Or even help, because I deal a lot with the real estate community. Obviously, I'm not a real estate agent.
Right. Let's be clear.
Yeah,
he's a broker. He's a mortgage man.
Yeah, I'm
the mortgage monster. To be clear,
exactly. I'm a mortgage lender.
The mortgage maniac.
I do the same thing that like a mortgage loan officer does at a bank. I do the same. So if you went to a bank and talked to a loan officer to get a home loan, I do that same exact thing. I just might do it maybe a little bit more better. But hey, I know knock on anybody. I'm not gonna bring anybody.
No doubt. Flex on them.
But yeah, so I think that it's important for me to help elevate realtors to do their job as well, in a way,
Right.
It's like they want to be able to communicate the idea of home ownership to people. And this is an element of buying a home, the finance part. So I do like to I want to have more, I need to do more events with real estate agents just to, coordinate and collaborate with them.
Network.
Yeah, man, network. And, a lot of referrals come from real estate agents. Say, hey, do you need a mortgage? Oh, great. You need to talk to my guy. Right.
Yeah.
And so, but it's also, I like to be able to help them look better as well. Like, cause you think about it, somebody says, hey, here's a guy, we're going to be all working together on this deal for you.
Yeah.
I want to be able to collaborate with them and make something, like make that experience special for you, and
and you're the man with the plan. Yeah. You're inclusive, and you fit right into that as far as the networking, helping others, lending the hand. Here, I'll let you borrow the trailer, bring it back. Exactly. I got you. You let me borrow the table. Really, that's really how it works. Yeah. So I love that, man. I appreciate you coming by, man.
No, thanks for having me, man.
Brilliant personality, fun to be around, man. Continue to do your thing and keep pushing the service forward, man.
Yeah.
You're doing great things. You're successful. I may need to come shout out, check some things out or have some people on my end that need some information.
Yeah.
No telling who's going to watch this. So let people know how they can find you.
Oh, man, I'm real easy to find. If you just Google Ryan Wheeler, mortgage guy, you're probably going to find me. But, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff, TikTok,
easy accessible.
Ryan Wheeler, Mortgage Pro, I think, or something like that. If you just type that in, you're probably going to find me.
No doubt.
But if you Google me, Ryan Wheeler, mortgage guy, you're going to find me on all of those social media.
On YouTube, too.
Yeah, YouTube
it's also
as well.
On YouTube.
So YouTube as well. And there should be a place that leads you into what I tell people is like basically what I have most of my people do is just book a call. We end up just booking a call. And it's just it's not intrusive. It's just like we're just gonna have a chat, man.
Right.
That's all it is. We're having a chat to see if this makes sense for you or not.
This is not 60 minutes, okay?
Exactly. Just have a chat, man. That's what I tell
cool, calm, and collective convo to get you through.
Man.
And he's gonna put you in the right direction, so no worries.
Yep, right.
But Ryan Wheeler, the big broker, the mortgage man, the mortgage maniac. Yo, let's get the business.